How to get 10,000 stocks free. Stay tuned to this video and I will show you how you can secure 10,000 stocks. Well, pretty much free. Not absolutely free, but pretty much free. How you can secure $10,000, or rather 10,000 stocks with the money you already spent. With the money you already spent. No more, no less. No more additional outlay. Have you ever thought about how much money you pay towards your rent and your mortgages? Have you ever sat back to calculate? In some cases, people pay, maybe depending on which country it is, some people pay up to 18,000 dollars, 18,000 pounds, or even way more in rents and mortgages. And in the case of rent, there's no recourse to that money once it has been paid. You can't rely on what you have paid in the past. It could be 20 years, it could be 30 years. Once this month's rent is not there, you are in trouble. That one you've paid is gone. There's no recourse to the past. This is not to say that it is somebody's fault or there's somebody to blame. It is the contract you got into. Every month you pay. Every month you pay. There's no recourse to the past. There's nothing you gain from that apart from that shelter. That's it. And it's up for the payment is up again every month. I mean, we know that already. So this is where we come in. We come to your aid and we provide you with some equity. And this equity is just simply shares. Just 10,000 shares. That's it. 10,000 shares. We provide you that so that you can keep on making your rent payments and it wouldn't be what we might consider to some extent a waste. It's not a waste because you paid and you stayed. You paid and you resided. You paid, you got shelter. It's not a waste. It's not a waste. But the simple fact is that money, if you are clever about it, you can still pay those rents and mortgages, as the case may be, and still make something out of it. It could still be an investment. Indeed, for instance, if you had the money for the rent, and you could probably invest it before it is due, yes, but you know very well that investments are risky. So do you have an investment opportunity where you can invest that money, that £2,000, $2,000, 2,000 yen, 100,000 yen, as the case may be, before the rent is due? Do you have it? You may not have it. Not many people have it. The majority of people don't have it. As a matter of fact, about 80% of Americans, and indeed even as much in the United Kingdom and elsewhere, don't own any equity, don't own any shares at all. So, and their best bet of acquiring equity or shares or wealth is through the income they earn. It is through the income they earn, and much of the income they earn, or much of the income people earn, goes towards rent and mortgage payments, as it is today. That is what the case is today. Much of the money we now earn today goes towards rents and mortgages. So we are living for our shelter. Even though a lot of us might say we live for our children, we're working for our children. But if you're working for your children and you don't have any shelter for them, then what is it? So you can see that all our effort goes towards our shelter, principally as it is today. but we can't hold on to it over the course of time. We can't hold on to it. We can't say yes, that's where all that money went to. And if you can say that's where all that money went to, but what is it? What is it? I mean, it just had a shelter and it's gone, and you can't. It's you have to keep paying. So that's where we come in. So like I said before, if you come over here and you register just as I have registered myself, hence because I'm registered, you can't see the register button, but it will be here. So once you register, you come over here to the portfolio page. You can see we already have it, 10,000 shares. The price is $10 per share, and the value is 100,000 shares. So how does this work? Is this free? Like I said, well, seemingly free, but it's not absolutely free. So what happens is that we come in here and we give you this 10,000 shares. All you have to do is every time your rent is due or anytime your rent is paid, if it's in the case of anytime it's paid, you come over here, you return to our site, and you come to funds recall, and you fill out the form and indicate to us who your landlord or who benefited from that rent payment, and then we'll go and negotiate with them so that they can invest that money, and they invest in that money in such a way that the shares will have given you will accrue some value. That way you can see you are cleverly using your money. You are killing more than one bird with one stone. Because if we continue to go on like this, if we continue to keep on paying the rent just nakedly like that, it's an uncovered call. It's an uncovered transaction. That's what we're doing. We're making uncovered transactions in the equity market, especially with big or larger investment or trading, equity trading, indeed investment firms. They always tend to cover their bets. They always trade in such a way that they can fall back on something. But you can see that nearly all of us are not doing that. Those transactions we make are bets as well. They are transactions. They are investments. I mean, so to say. So, but we don't cover them. You just make them and that's it. And you can even imagine too that sometimes after making them, the property might get damaged and that's it. You're gone. So why not avail yourself of this opportunity and sign up and get this 10,000 shares and keep paying your rent either through us or indicate who the beneficiary is, and then we go and negotiate with them, and then when they invest, the equity we have given you will add some value, and that way you are no longer just throwing money away that you can't have any recourse to anymore. So if you think this makes sense, go ahead and register. Go ahead and share this and let your friends know so that they can sign up as well, so that we can begin to mop up as much opportunity that is available to us. And that is what we're there to do. That's what we're providing, this opportunity. So the name of our company is X Gains for Keeps, and the name of this program is Equity for Keeps. So we are also regulated by the Securities and Exchange Commission, the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission. We are registered with them. The shares are currently not trading yet on the stock market, but they can still be sold over the counter. So you can still trade them, So you register and do as we have told you. So, but you will not be able to sell everything right away. It is a gradual process. It's an asset. So you are going to keep on building it with time. With time, as much as you pay through, as much as you transact, and as much as we succeed in recouping what you have paid, then you might be able to liquidate or transfer, as the case may be. You might be able to sell and take some of the proceeds. But as it is now, we have to gradually build it and build it. Okay, as I said before, if you think this makes sense, subscribe to this video, register, and share. Okay, thank you very much.